Hello, good morning, and welcome to our ICM Humvee build, provided by ICM, the Drone Hunters kit, which John's got next to him. I am very blue because of this screen. I look kind of smurfy. Maybe I should add a bit of yellow to my light. No, too yellow.
Turn that one on. There we go.
There you go. Yes. How are you, John?
Good.
Good. Have you had a good day?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing really. Nothing to report, really. Yeah. It's all good.
Excellent. Mr. Morris won't be joining us today because he's exhausted after his excursions.
Yeah, sure.
And Wait Rose will probably be here at some point. Yeah. So in the meantime, you're stuck with us too.
Oh.
Yeah. Which hopefully isn't too much of a traumatic thing. Should we crack on with the chat?
Why not? I'm not sure where I've put my wet palette, I must say. Must be here somewhere.
Tiffany says, hello, it's Friday, so that means it's Drone Hunters time. Plus, don't forget to click that like button on your way in.
Yeah, David says, good day, Al. Have to run Helen to her friend, but we'll be back.
Julian says, good morning, all. Hello, Julian.
And he says, bloody weather. Been peeing down. Been peeing down all morning, so I can't get out and do my laps. Now it decides to stop. Wet ground, so probably skidding everywhere. Stuff it. I'll try. Probably back in a few minutes. Okay.
When it notices I'm outside and pees down.
Watch your panel.
Hey. Patrick says, good day, all. Hello, Patrick.
Found it. And Joe says, it was 84 degrees Fahrenheit here, so they had to turn on the air conditioner. Getting rain Saturday morning, though. Good morning to all. Hello.
Good morning. Matthew, good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone on this moist and windy day. It is rather dull today, isn't it?
No, it's not so bad.
Well, it's pitch black where you are.
Right. Joe says, it sounds like great golf weather, Matthew.
Patrick, 32 degrees C here. Joe, 33 tomorrow. Yeah, nah.
It's, yeah. Heading to Sydney tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit cooler down there. Trevor says, good day to all.
Hello, Trevor. Joe, Mikey got a haircut and John needs a comb.
Oh, you're not wrong. So, yeah, I'm going the full sort of like saying to Tiff before we went live that went for a walk with Bron before, probably about half an hour ago, 3/4 an hour ago. And it is quite humid. So, like, when I came home, my hair was wet and I was just like literally lying on the carpet on the iPad and stuff like that. So I was just sort of doing that. And yeah, it's all sort of just set that way. So it's literally sort of like
Tintin.
I've gone like, Johnny Dangerous or whatever it's Johnny, whatever his name is.
Johnny.
That guy.
Yeah, I know you.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. That's it.
There we go.
I had my haircut last week. It's just nobody's noticed.
God, it's bloody insane, isn't it?
Hmm.
Oh,
It's like Tintin's great granddad.
Jim says, greetings, Mikey, Tiff, and Mr. Morley.
Hey.
As Jim says, hello, John.
Steve says, good afternoon, drone hunters. Hello.
Oh, Natalie's in. Greetings, all.
Hello, Nat. Gino says, hello, Mikey and John and everyone in chat. Hello, Gino.
Castle R. It's the Castle R from Monty Python. Well, it's building time again.
Hello, Castle. I've not seen you in here before, or at least we haven't seen you in the chat. Welcome. Black Cat says, good evening, folks. How are you doing, gents? Well, thank you, Black Cat.
Very well.
How are you? Right. It's awfully yellow in here now. But at least I don't look like a bloody smurf. Right. I painted my figure last night.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. I did it as a civvy. Like a civvy. There you go. So if I switch to that on. There you go.
Nice.
Like civvy that's managed to get hold of some webbing and decides to fight. Which is quite appropriate, I think, for the subject matter. There we go.
Very good.
Matt Muck says, good afternoon, all. Hello, Matt Muck. Oh, yeah, and I did the Dushka as well the other day, didn't I?
Oh, no, I haven't done mine yet. Where is it?
Oh, focus.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, behind the quid.
There we go.
No, I haven't painted it. It's still in primer.
So I did some dry brushing around the bottom of the base as well. It looks like it's been kicked and warm. Because, squaddies ain't the most careful of people.
No. All right. So, yeah, well, I haven't touched my my kit since we were live with it last Friday. So yeah, they're as they were last week. So I'll continue to try to apply a digital cam pattern, a pixelated pattern.
Yeah, I'm not good enough for that, so I decided to stuff it. I think I might put the Dushka there between the two rear seats. Nat says, giving up on Smear motorbike build, it defeated me sadly. Everything went wrong, so I had enough of it. Oh no. Good. Never surrender.
So I was working on the Hamden a bit last night and a bit through the day today. It's pretty much all together now. I've got the propellers on, the antenna, I think. I'm not sure if they were on the other day or not. What else? I've been the bombs are in place.
Nice.
So it's all just about done. It just needs a wash and a couple of long wire antennae. But yeah, it's looking pretty bloody good, eh? I think
it is. Looks really good. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Duke is in. G'day, Black Hat. Looking forward to seeing your projects this year. I did notice that so Qatari had released a couple of box art images for things that they've got coming up, and they had a draw. So people who had purchased in advance their Hurricane model will be sent ones. And what I did notice is I'll go there. Katari.
My hands is drying out again.
Katari Limited. Fantastic artwork.
Nat says, think stick to planes and ships. Yeah, planes, ships, cars. Tiff says, what happened, Nick? Jim says, cold weather has returned. Currently plus 1 degrees with 40 kilometers per hour winds. It feels like minus 16. Patrick says, looks really good, John.
Thank you.
And Nat says, has anyone else where the model kit has defeated you? No. I don't like giving in, so if I can't get it right, I just bodge it. Which is what I did with most of my motorbikes, to be fair. Duke says, Joe says, Nat, many times, join my club. Nat, everything went wrong on it, and I just lost interest in doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Super glue. I better get this right because I'm going to super glue it down. If I get it wrong, there's no going back.
Right. Now. That one. That thing.
Right. Right. Move that into light a minute. Yeah, that'll do. Happy with that. Which will leave me enough space to have him in and maybe some stores and things as well.
Field trap.
Nat says, looks brilliant, Mike and John. Thank you. Appreciate that. There you go. So, Joe says, I was going to start my Hobby Boss one B24 Liberator, then saw a video of the kitchen table modeler, and it scared the crap out of me.
Oh.
Might have been the black gloves he was wearing. Now. If there's no tweed jacket, it doesn't count.
That one.
I forgot to get the box down. That was stupid of me. Jim says, no worries, Nat. My advice for what it's worth, put it aside, give yourself some time away from the bench and get another model going. Yeah. Makes sense to me. What also makes sense to me is the fact that this guy would have a personal sidearm, a personal weapon. So, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd have a UGL.
So what's a UGL?
Underbarrel grenade launcher.
Oh, okay.
What he would have would be probably an AK. Joe says, good advice, Jim. Always works for me. Haha, it's too quick for you this time, modders. Nat says, next model I'm going to do is the 148 English Electric Lightning F6. Nice.
Oh, yeah. I did that, probably about a year and a half ago. It's an awesome kit.
Oh no, my guy fell out of the truck. There you go. So, yeah, it's a cool model, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's out of the way.
Let's see if we can find a photo of it. Oh, what the hell?
So, what is everyone else doing? Oh no, he's falling out again. You just lie there, be a casualty. He's lying in the back now, he's having a kip. Graham says, afternoon all, are we having fun? Yeah. Always. Are you, is the question.
Yeah. So there's a photo. That's the way the lightning turned out. That.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that's yeah, whichever squadron it is. But it's also got the extra embellishments and stuff. So it's got like perforated. That's brass. All those the wheel well bit there, and I've got bare metal around the nose ring. So it's chrome.
Yeah.
And yeah, looks all right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you make a bad model, to be honest, Joe.
Oh no, I've made some bad models. Oh, that's right.
June says, email from Airfix this morning. Club members get 20% off this weekend, not the usual 10%. Which reminds me. There you go. 48 bundle. 48% off, making it £39. And you get the 172nd Shannon class lifeboat, the Ferret Scout car, and the 148th B40 Warhawk. And every bundle sold, M4H gets 100 flying hours. Which is really cool of them. Matthew says, printing some parts, catching up on stuff now. Ooh, this is going to be fun.
And Jim says, at Joe, thanks. I know I need some cool down time, lest my emotions guide my actions and I throw the project in the trash.
See, emotions aren't helpful. Patrick, built a few motorbikes when I was in my teens in the 80s. Don't remember what brand they were. Maybe Ayashima. Were tricky to build with the old tube glue.
Yeah.
They're pain in the ass to build now. To be fair.
What, motorbikes?
Yeah, the motorbike kits. Graham, just completing the decals on my Tiger Force Lancaster. Screwed up rescribing the panel lines and would just want it to go away.
Oh.
I'm sure it looks fine, buddy. Julian gave up doing laps. Carer due in a few minutes. We'll try this afternoon if it stays dry. Yeah, don't go skidding around the garden. That wouldn't be good. Trevor, engine of Austin car part DA14. Good old mini art. Yeah. Joe looked at my stash and I seem to have difficult TACOM tanks. Looks like the easiest is an Academy 1700 USS Enterprise CV6 no PE. Might have to drive into New Orleans and check the shop. Ooh.
Julian asks, if the 48 and 48 bundle gets the FX Club discount, that'd be a huge bargain this weekend.
It would, but I'm not sure if it would apply because usually the club discounts only apply to things that aren't already on sale.
I mean, it's already 48% off, so I doubt there'd be a more.
They're not going to knock £7.80 off, are they? 39 quid. And you've already got nearly 40 quid off, They're not going to knock another £7.80 off. Tiff says, gotta disagree, Mikey. Never had an issue with bikes kits I've done. I love them. Joe says, geez, Mike, sounds like Friday should be called Failure Friday. Sorry I'm a loser. Oh, nobody's a loser in here. Just failures. Paul says, hi, troops. Hi, Paul. Joe says, me neither, Tiff. Maybe that's what I will look for, another motorcycle. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought it would. June says, it's a mini art kit when the part numbers have 4 characters.
That's true.
What, like 4 and 5? Dream 4 digits. Patrick says, put the A15 on sale with a sump plug, I think it is. It's the size of a pinhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times. Do-do-do-do. Kay's been painting, doing some more painting on a craft room this morning.
Yeah.
Joe says, Julian, my instructions start with, Joe, are you sure you want to start? Oh, God. Tiff says, Joe, I have the Italeri 1/9 Northern Banks bike kit waiting to be built. There we go. And Paul says, it's not fun being ill. No, it is not. Hopefully we can bring a little bit of sunshine to your day. Right. That's primed. Should we give him a sidearm so he looks like a cowboy?
If you like.
Oh, I know what I have got. I've had this for ages in my spares, one of my spares drawers. See if I can find it. Nope, not in there. Not in that one. Oh wow! So yeah, Matthew says, man flu is worse than childbirth, apparently, Paul. Patrick, wow, would love to have that kit, Tiff. I remember, I did that ages ago.
What is that? It's a man pet.
Kind of. Yeah. So I can just put that in there as well. Been looking for someone to put that in. Phil says, afternoon everyone, M4H bundle is currently £31.20 with the membership discount. Wow. So they are doing it. It's almost like they don't like making profit. Joe says, yes, sorry, Paul. Hope you feel better. We shouldn't complain about hobby when our health is more important. Oh, I don't know. If you hobbies can help you recover because they boost your morale. So that'll go in there as well. Cool. Any other weapons I can put in there? Matthew says, just checked Airfix did add 10% club discount to my 4848 bundle. There we go. Fantastic. Let's see. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Other than doing the base. I wonder if I've got any stores I can put in. Ah, hello, Wait Rose.
How you doing?
Hello.
All right, buddy. How are you?
I'll let you know in a bit because nothing is working here.
Oh. Having one of those days, are we?
Just shut up. My speaker is talking Italian for some reason.
What?
I don't. Just, yeah. 1 minute.
Can we hear you now?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good. That's all right then. I can hear you. That's wonderful. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're all right. Sounds like you're having one of those days.
It's just non-stop. I'll tell you, since bloody Chinese New Year, it has been non-stop.
I bet you wish I'm pissed off the gods now, don't you?
Wish I'd had a shower on Tuesday. That's all I can say. Ah, you ain't carrying much in that.
There you go. I found a Bergen in my spares box.
Call that a Bergen? That's not a Bergen. Yeah.
Carried plenty.
Yeah.
What is it?
There we go.
125 litres. And then you had the two side pouches, which were, I think, 50 litres each. 25 litres each.
They weighed a lot. That's all I can say. They weigh a lot when they're fully loaded.
I had mine full, and I weighed it, and it was about 6 stone. It was quite funny because I was packed, ready to go away. So I put it on, and I was fine with it. I adjusted all the straps and everything. And then my little sister said, "Can I try it?" I was like, "Yeah, all right." Put it on, and she fell over backwards and was lay on the floor like a turtle trying to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. Bless her. Aaronville says, "Good afternoon, all." Good afternoon.
Hello, Aaronville.
Gino, I liked what you said yesterday between the difference between heart failures, because I'm on my 3rd pacemaker and I've had 4 heart attacks, and the one has nothing to do with the other. Thanks. Yeah, it's true. Difference between cardiac arrest and heart attacks. Gino says, Thank you for clearing that up, Mikey. No problems, buddy. Graham, it's the Lunar New Year curse again, Gary.
It's not just that. It's that I didn't listen. They said you don't clean your house and you don't wash your hair on Lunar New Year because you're washing away all the good luck for the year. I didn't listen. I had a shower, washed my hair. Maria cleaned up in the house. Ever since, it has just gone to pot. Everything. So yeah.
An M16 muzzle flash, muzzle brake. Julian, just seeing on FB 2 rules for happy marriage. 1, the wife was always right. 2, if you think she's wrong, slap yourself and read rule 1 again. Always go to bed on an argument. My granddad taught me. Because by the time you broke up, you both calmed down and probably forgotten what you were arguing about in the first place.
Yeah.
Aranville says, John, how are you holding on the holder you are using paint the figures on?
What? Oh, so yeah, so these are just Coke bottle lids.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a tip from Timar. So that's the Citadel base that, of course, made for these skimmers. Yeah, just as Timmy said, just get some Coke bottle lids and you do the same thing. They're a lot cheaper. Other brands are available.
What's that? It's a little ammunition crate, ammunition box. I can go in. Matthew says, good afternoon, Mr. Fortnum and Mason.
Good afternoon, Matthew. How are you?
Joe, mute Mr. Evans if he begins cursing. I don't want my weekend ruined.
I won't curse, my dear boy. I won't curse. It's the inevitability of it all that's so depressing, you know. And you can't fight that. So there's no point cursing about it. You just got to go, of course, and get on with things.
Waitrose would never be so crass as to swear on a live stream.
No, I'd have someone else do it for me.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
David says, back now. Hello, all on screen. Hello, buddy. Ooh,
Hello, David.
Got some net in there I could use. Fantastic. Julie says, buongiorno, Comandante Evans.
Buongiorno, signor Julian. Come stai?
Joe says,
Sta
never
bene.
mind. Joe says, never mind, it's ruined. Home Depot just texted me and 2 pallets of cinder blocks is showing up between 0800 and 1300. Hope wife hired some help. Oh, forgot. I am the help.
You can swing a driver, you can pick up a cinder block or 2. I reckon that's her reasoning.
Yeah. Paul says, I'm on the coffee and whiskey now. I have to get better soon.
Oh, God, yeah. I'd be delighted if I were on that at the moment. Bit of Scottish anaesthetic would go down very nicely.
I might have some Welsh anaesthetic later. Jim says, perhaps Mr. Evans will curse in German or French. Merde. Paul says, Mr. Waitrose, hi, fella.
Hey, dude. How you doing?
Julian says, be back in a bit, Kara here. And what's knackered in Italian? Asking for a friend. Right. So if I cut that square, so other than that, are you okay, Gary?
Yeah, as a same old. Frankly, I'm miles behind everything that I'm supposed to be doing, as usual. But yeah, I mean, I'm breathing. That's a good thing, right?
Well, yeah.
But this could start, yeah. So still breathing, still able to walk. Getting the old Tai Chi stuff really in my head properly now, so I'm very happy about that. My balance has massively improved over the last few months, which is a good thing because good balance helps stave off things like Alzheimer's and other things you really don't want to have. It's one of those things, you know. So learning something new, very good for your head, and improving your balance is also very, very good. So that's 2 tick boxes, and it's sort of core strength and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I've let go considerably. The other day they said, right, we'll just do 10 push-ups. And I thought, now can I actually count 10 actual push-ups I've done in the last 20 years in total? I'm not talking in one go. Have I got an aggregate of 10 push-ups? And I honestly didn't think I had. So that may be a bit of an issue.
The thing is, though, it just means that you don't have to go as far before you're touching the ground. And you're not allowed to touch the ground with push-ups, so...
Well, the way things are, my stomach probably wouldn't leave the ground anyway, even with my arms fully extended. So it's all a bit of a moot point, really. And doing the plank and then doing this thing where you lie on your back and you get your shoulders off the ground and your legs off the ground. Your legs are straight. And surely one has staff for that sort of thing. But apparently I'm supposed to do it myself. So that was a bit of a shock.
You'll be doing yoga next.
No. Tai Chi is enough of a good headspace for me, thank you. It's excellent. It's really, I'm so loving it. I really look forward to Monday evenings.
Yoga's the one that all the cults use, isn't it?
The what, sorry?
Yoga's the one that all the cults use.
Well, yeah.
They all seem to have yoga retreats and things, don't they?
They do indeed. Yeah. So yeah, it's good, and it's also good because it's like a thing you do, a sequence of moves that you learn.
Yeah.
And so when you see people like in travel shows or whatever, and they see all the people standing, out in the parks in Tokyo or whatever, and they're all doing this Tai Chi, and it's all nice and slow and graceful and all that. That's called a sequence. There's 3 steps to that sequence. We're halfway through the first step of the 3, learning it. But the thing is that every single move is actually a combat move.
Yeah.
And for every one of those moves, there are 4 applications that as you advance through the Tai Chi way or whatever you call it, you start learning these things. So every now and again, you'll do a move, and he says, no, put your hand a bit further down your arm when you're doing that, because what you're doing it, and then he shows you what you're doing is you're blocking that, and then from that place, because your arm's there, then you can grab him and do this, or then you can do that and do that, and it shows you like these 4 things. Whoa, that's actually pretty serious level stuff, dude. That's properly like kung fu stuff. It's very closely related to kung fu, but it's properly like, grasshopper. This is what this is why you're learning. Like wax on, wax off, and then he teaches him that those are actually blocking moves and things like that. It's very much like that. I should start calling our guy Mr. Miyagi, although he might not like it very much.
No.
And his son's learning to play ice hockey, which is even better. So, because I used to play ice hockey when I was young, so we have got a really good chat about ice hockey now and again. So that's pretty.
You probably won't like it, especially considering that Mr. Miyagi was a karate teacher.
Yes, and he was Japanese, not Chinese.
Yes.
He lived on Okinawa. Because someone said to him the other day, aren't we supposed to call you sensei? He said, no, that's Japanese. And he looked really quite upset at that.
Yeah.
There is a term in Chinese, but he never uses it.
Yeah. Probably because it's too difficult for English people to
pronounce. It's a very simple, like 2-syllable word, but I can't remember it. Because memory. Yeah. It's not like, a master is 2 syllables, and they call the most senior people masters.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's all very good. It's all good fun, and it's great, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the practice in the morning. Do about half an hour's practice if I can every morning.
Yeah.
It's the most physical work I've done other than walk the dog in decades, frankly.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm really enjoying it. What was that?
Patrick says upright and breathing is always a good thing. Jim
Yeah,
says, "Miles behind."
absolutely.
That was the nickname my cycling teammates gave me many years back.
Huh.
And core exercises can help in many ways. I don't exercise consistently. It helps when I do. I don't plan on living long enough to need exercises.
When are you planning to go?
Oh, in my 50s.
Oh, fine. There's ambition for you.
I've always had a feeling that I'll go in my 50s. Anyway.
Well, don't manifest it, dear boy. You know, I'm 64 and I'm having a grand time. So, you know, minor, first world problems apart. You know, like the people who bought the TV. Mary's bought a new TV. Other one was a bit knackered. She bought a new TV. It arrived yesterday, and the guy said, "Look, if you buy the bracket as well, the installation team will put it up on the wall for you."
Yeah.
And they arrived yesterday with this. The TV is taller than me. Is across the diagonal is taller than me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big ass TV. And the guy said, "No, we don't do that. I haven't offered that service for years." So, well, the bloke who did said, "You did." I said, "No, we don't." And phoned up customer service. Nope, we haven't done that for years. Well, the bloke we spoke to yesterday, upon whose help we made this purchase, said you don't do that anymore. No, that you would do that. No, did you get his name? No, of course didn't. Oh, but it's not coming up here who actually spoke to you. I said, well, that's handy. If you record all your conversations like you say you do, and then you don't know who actually had the conversation with me, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? No, I suppose so. So now we've got to get the bloke around this afternoon to have a look and see about putting the bleeding thing up on the wall. It's little things like that. But other than little niggles, everything's okay. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Booked my flights to Munich for next year for the toy festival, toy fair.
Nice.
Got my accommodation sorted, got my flights sorted. Jobs are good. Yeah. I'll be going down to New Haven soon to see the Sea Fury tooling that's there apparently for DBMK and have a chat with them, do an interview with the guys again, see what they're up to.
Yeah.
And have a look at the tooling. I don't know whether they may have done some test shots by them, which would be really cool if they have. And go and film all of that, which would be good news. My BF 109 is blue underneath.
Excellent.
Oh, yes.
So I'm now got all the other things to do. But yeah, I've now have the schedule plan. In what order am I doing the rest of it, sort of thing. So.
And you also have a live stream next Tuesday.
I've live stream next Tuesday. I have a members only one on Thursday as well, which is good. And our live stream on Tuesday with lots of things from Russell Taylor. And of course, Nick's Conundrum, which is already here as well. So, yeah, it's all jolly good, really. Things are all fine, really.
Life could be a damn sight worse.
But exactly, you know what? Life could be an awful lot worse. It is very much first world problems, privileged person problems. Obviously, at the time they get you down, but when you as all of us know, you can look back in your life and think, Jesus, I've had it a lot worse in the past than this.
Yeah.
So this is a minor technicality now. Yeah. Minor. I do have to remember how to do the masking set that Mal did for me, though, but it's got a very long and useful set of instructions, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So soon, Mr. Evans will fire his security team.
Yeah, very, very, very soon there will be a security team looking for a job, but let's not go down that.
Joe says, exercise. I bet unloading 300 cinder blocks will help you in shape. Bring gloves.
Absolutely. It would do. Just remember to swing from the hips, Joe. That'll improve your drive strength, mate. Remember that. Swing from the hips when you pick it up and bring the cinderbox over. That'll help you.
Thing is, when we were younger, doing stuff like that never really used to bother us, did it?
No.
Lifting sandbags and stuff. It was annoying and it hurt the hands like hell, but
well, we with one of the teams we did rapier reload games. You have to reload 4 rounds onto a launcher, and they're like 45 kilos each, and you'd open the box and pick it up and carry it over. You wouldn't think twice about the regulations. Say 2 of you have to do it. Yeah, but it's going to slow it down. So I'll heave it up here. You do the stuff, and you wouldn't think twice in those days.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. My body has aged considerably since then, and my muscles have pretty much completely disappeared. So, but you just do what you can do. Try and keep yourself vaguely healthy. I've got a wife and a dog to look after, so I do need to, and 2 cats. So I do need to look after. And I want to see my grandchildren growing up,
Yeah.
So there we go. Alexia's going around to cut some islands, a 2-day cruise around some islands now, up in Australia somewhere on the East Coast. So I think she's been in Cairns recently. She did some diving. And she mentioned the name of, we're going to go on a cruise around these islands. And I can't remember what the name of them was, but I have heard of them before. So I guess they're a little bit off, not Windward Islands, obviously, but something of that nature. But it's going to be off the sort of northeast coast somewhere, and it takes 2 days to go there and back. So
name it. Oh, it's named after a Anglican holiday. Whitsunday.
That's it. That sounds about right. Whitsunday Islands or something like that. Yeah.
Joe says, wife reminds me that I'm also making a Mardi Gras seafood salad for dinner. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Mardi Gras has been and gone, dude. You're supposed to be in the throes of Lent now, aren't you? Not supposed to be eating things like that.
Paul says, I want to go to heaven when I'm 94 years old, but I want my ashes blasted out of a motorbike's exhaust on a cliff.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't care what they do with mine because I won't be around to know.
Yeah.
Paul says, Mr. Waitrose, if you down at New Haven, I'm only Eastbourne if you want to meet up.
Maybe I'll do. I'm going to see what the scheduling is, because I may have made a big mistake about this. It may have been a rash thing to say. But last time I was down in New Haven, it was all a bit rushed and all that. And I said, next time I'll come down and stay the night before or the night after, depending on what time we're going to do this. And I said to Ilya, who's from DBMK, we can get together and have a bite to eat and a few drinks and have a chat. And he said, oh, that'd be great. And then I realized, A, he's Ukrainian, and B, he used to be in the Soviet army in the time of their invasion of Afghanistan. So he can probably drink quite a lot. And that may be quite a long night, what I've let myself in for. So I'm kind of hoping it's after we do the work and just say, no, I'm going off to the premiere and I'll see you later, and then we'll have a bite to eat, because we can have a good.
And then he'll drink you under the table with bottles of the strongest vodka you can find.
Probably will, but you know what? I wouldn't care. I'd actually quite enjoy that, I think. But it just suddenly struck me that maybe that wasn't the smartest of moves, but go with it. Let's roll with it. Roll with the alcoholic punches.
Yeah,
because he's a properly nice guy. He's a lovely chap.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. So, but it'd be good to see what they're up to and what their plans are and things like that. So they want to do chat about it on camera, which is good. And then I need to catch up with Mark Ronson. I will send Mark that
another question
later on. Yeah, I'll send that to him later on. I'll just copy and paste it, and I can say asking for a friend, and then paste it. and I'm sure he'll come back to. He'll ask Daryl, the artist, about it, no doubt. Who would have done all the research?
I don't bloody know.
Yeah.
It's just a plane.
It's a what you're shooting at? What's that? Dornier? Dornier? What's that then? No. Knowing them, he will say yes. And if you look in the co-pilot seat, you'll find that is Hauptmann something or other. You can tell from his fillings. He's quite a good artist. He's quite a good artist. I'm sure it's a particular moment that they've captured, which would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim says, Joe, marital bliss. Bleh.
Which
Put
bit?
You will do this.
The Mardi Gras salad or the cinder blocks? Which of the two is the marital bliss? I know which I think is.
Marital bliss.
Yeah,
Jimmy says, back. And he says, swing from the hips. That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew says, lift with your knees. Oh, my knees are buggered.
Yeah. And some of my joints are beginning to feel the age. I will say that. I do need a bit of work there.
Yeah.
But it's what comes of jumping out of airplanes for a living.
Well, yes. Julian says, marital is only one letter away from Marshall. It's probably important not to confuse the two.
Martial bliss. Yeah.
Martial law. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
One person telling everyone else what to do. Trevor says, Premier Inn just across the street, the road from me in Polegate.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one in New Haven I stayed in, although it wasn't the best I've stayed in, I will say.
Yeah. Jim says, strike 3 on Jim. YouTube bots have removed 3 comments today. Mind you, all are quite innocuous in nature. He was doing this yesterday for some reason.
It was for something not at all offensive, as it turned out.
Weird.
Yes.
Brown, I think. On some Camnet. I like doing stuff like this. Scratch building stuff. Scratch making stuff.
I do now and again I've done a couple of bits for the 109. Like a starting handle and some spare parts bags and stuff. And I enjoyed making the camera for the Spitfire when I got it. The 124 Spitfire, to turn that into an FR9 with the recce camera in the back. That was quite fun doing all of that. But I don't do a lot of it.
Gary, did you receive the PayPal payment?
I did. Thank you so much, John. I did. Absolutely brilliant. Arrived post haste this morning. Got a notification this morning, so that's very good of you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
And anytime you need anything from here, mate, that we can say, if I've got something that I'm happy to send stuff. Don't worry about it. It's really easy to do. Now that they pick stuff up from us, I don't have to go to a post office.
Oh, okay.
It's brilliant. You can order it online and order a pickup. So you don't even have to cart stuff down to the post office now, which is really good. So it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, my friend.
That's starting to look a little bit like Camnet. Paul says, Trevor, we are local to each other, mate.
So probably not far away then.
Yeah. Just at the end of the street.
Yeah.
I was about to place a Hannah's order, but then I thought, do I really want a Hannah's order or don't? So the choices are, I'll show you what I'm thinking about getting. There we go. So it's a CMK. It's an RAF mechanic with accumulator trolley, a 3D printed one, 48 scale.
Nice.
A TSR2 crew access ladder set. made out of resin from ground equipment, AIM, and
Which means you've got a
Uh,
TSR2 to build.
I do, and
Sure.
C-130 Hercules tow
Cool.
bar
Oh, nice.
to like that to go in the back of the Herc that I'll be building. Or
Nice.
the other thing I can't decide is that thing that you've built.
Oh man, that is so
Yeah.
lovely. Let me. Oh, dude, really.
So
I
yeah,
know it's a difficult choice, but yes.
Yeah.
Say yes to that.
The M52. So for those who don't know, the British were just about to go flying with an aircraft that was most likely, or the aim was to break through the speed of sound, but it was cancelled at the 11th hour with no prior warning or anything at all, and nobody really talked about why it was cancelled or anything else, and it remains a mystery. However, a lot of the stuff that the British were working on were handed over to the Americans, and they incorporated that into the Bell X1 design, and it was a feature of that M52 that enabled Chuck Yeager to go through the sound barrier. It was the all-moving tailplane.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But what they have done is since then, I've read the book on this, is they've done wind tunnel testing and computer modeling and stuff like that, and they're pretty sure that this would have exceeded the speed that Chuck Yeager did. They reckon it would have gone up to about 1,000 miles an hour before it would run out of fuel. But what
They
made it
had a scale version, didn't they? That they
did.
put a rocket motor in. It went to Mach 1.6, and then they just lost track of it. It just went
That's
out
right,
into
yeah.
the Atlantic.
So
Last
it
thing I
worked.
saw, it was doing Mach 1.6.
But the big difference between the Bell X1 and the Miles M52 was the Americans were nowhere near developing their own jet engine, which is why the X1 was carried by another aircraft and dropped and had rocket motors, 4 rocket motors, because they had no idea about how to build a jet. Whereas this aircraft would have taken off by itself, gone through the speed barrier and landed again and to be reused. So much better design. Like an actual jet.
And would have been flown by Eric
Winkle Brown, yeah.
The greatest test pilot of all time.
Julian says, martial arts, I'm thinking of different from marital arts. If Tai Chi is marital, arts slowed down then. Yeah, no, not finishing that thought. Not finishing that thought. You have some strange rants, Julian. Bob says, late. The day I feel well, my clock goes on strike. Says it's 10:39.
no.
Battery's flat. What shape should it be? Julian says, afternoon, Bob. Round flat disc, I believe. And
All right,
Bob says,
no, sorry, go on. And Bob says, hello, everybody.
yes.
So,
hey, Bob.
With the way you're sitting there and what you're wearing there, Waitrose, you look a little bit like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
Yes.
He does.
This is the model you want to make.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed building the Miles?
I loved it. It actually went together exceptionally well. You know, it's all resin, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's 3D print resin. It's sat together really beautifully, really easy. And the only problem I had was with the undercarriage, which was a little fragile for the weight. But he's replaced that with a different plastic in the undercarriage now, so that works. And it's just a beautiful thing. That the cockpit is very nice. It's just a really lovely model of an exceptional aircraft.
Yeah, because I reckon it'd look good sitting next to a Bell X1.
Yeah. This is what you could have been flying. And also, Winkle Brown was a much nicer chap than
Chuck Yeager.
Yeager was. Much more modest.
Seemed that way.
Paul says, I'm literally 15-minute mountain bike ride from Polegate Village, Trevor. Joe, I was having trouble with YouTube several days ago, but apparently they had outage issues. Thought it was hacked for a bit. Yeah, they were having problems with it, weren't they?
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't, it's not working. So I just
65
turned it off,
couldn't-
walked away, came back later on.
Yeah. Trevor, yes, not far from the Thoroughbred Inn. There we go. Bob, Julian, a cylinder, maybe? AA? Oops, too much. Jim says, let's see if this gets bounced. A guy walks into a bar, pulls out a miniature piano and a 12-inch pianist. Paul says, nice one, Trevor. Tiff says, it got held for review, Jimothy. I had to approve it. There we go. Julian says, I was thinking watch battery, Bob. AAs? Yes, cylinder shaped. Julian says, sorry, Jim and Tiff. I guess I was away for that comment came up.
Oh, cripes. Just knocked my camera. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
Right, so why am I apologising to you for knocking my camera?
Yeah. What's going on there, man?
Joe says, jet engine? That's not true, John. We developed it in South Texas and but was a barbecue pit. Trevor says, Paul, are you a member of the local IPMS club? And Jim says, you too, Joe. That was Tuesday night around 7 p.m. my time. Yeah. It happened around midnight our time.
You see, that's why I wouldn't know about it, because I'm all tucked up and asleep in bed by midnight. Otherwise, I wake up all cranky in the morning. Wake up cranky anyway, but
And then Maria has to give you a slap and tell you to man up.
Man up, princess.
Yeah.
Now go and walk that bloody dog.
Got an issue? Here's a tissue. Now dry your eyes and man the fuck up. That's what we used to get told.
Yeah.
25 people watching, 16 likes. Who's forgotten then? Yeah. It wasn't great advice, to be fair, was it?
No. In terms of mental health responsibility and duty of care, some of that was lacking.
Yes, just a little bit.
And we got a lot of if you wanted to be an Avenesi, I should have been a snowdrop.
Yeah.
Things like that. And of course later we had masses of respect for the RAF police and the fine people who work for them. But at the time, because they were the other half of security wing in the organisation, there was a little bit of a rivalry between us all, let's say. Friendly rivalry? Ish. But rivalry.
See, we used to get told if you wanted the easy life, you should have joined the Air Force.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Jim says, toughen up. That's what I was told. Yeah. It's not great advice in terms of protecting mental health, but I do think there is an element of truth to it.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't, then you will just break down every 5 minutes. You got to have a certain robustness about you.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick says,
for your own good. Actually, for your own good, you've got to have that robustness, really.
Yes. Patrick says, good night, all. Have to work early in the morning. We'll watch the rest later. See you later, buddy.
Right, Patrick.
Hey, Roo.
Take care, dude.
Alien Ian says, good afternoon, lurking and liking. Ooh. Hello, Ian. So, don't forget, next Monday I won't be available.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Playing hard to get.
Oh, yes. Because my darling wife has an appointment. And in 2 weeks after that, the Tuesday I won't be available because I've got to go to Llangollen. Apparently.
That's where they got that canal, isn't it?
Yep. And a
That
steam
really long aqueduct.
Yeah, with a really
Bridge.
stupid.
It's lovely. It's a beautiful bridge.
Oh yeah, great if you're frightened of heights.
True.
You know, waist high barrier and nothing on the other side.
Well, it's even better if you're driving a canal boat, of course, because you're right up against that nothing on the other side. And you do think, if I clatter into the side of this, am I going over the edge?
Yeah, if I lose my balance even slightly, am I going to die? You'd thought they'd have put some proper. Well, you thought they'd have put some proper rails on there and a net over the top of it or something, because that's where the people go to jump off.
Yeah.
But it happens quite often, a few times a year at least. Duke says, Jim, I kept getting told, stop crying, ha ha ha. What, your parents stood there and went, stop crying, ha ha!
Yeah.
I remember my dad teased me because I'd hurt my leg when I was a kid. I was about 4 or 5. And he sat me on the counter and he looked at me and went, it's bad, that lad. And I went, oh no, what are we going to do, Dad? And he said, I'm going to have to go and get the saw out of the shed. I went, what? He said, well, it's that bad that you're crying, so I'm going to have to go and get the saw and cut your leg off. I was like, I'm fine. He's like, I thought so. Matthew says, just got the microchip details for the new cat. Apparently her name is Harley, not Mary. No wonder she ignores me. June says, my uncle was in the regimental police during his national service. Got bought for taking prisoners across the grass, taken off police duties and posted to a remote outpost. Told me he loved it and nobody bothered him. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a posting that a lot of guys wanted, which was RF Brody in Wales.
Yeah.
Because for several reasons. Firstly, because the regiment detachment was an officer and a corporal, and that was it. Yeah. And basically, they were there to supervise the air crews qualifying on pistol for their survival things. So basically, he had not very much to do other than watch prunes having a pop off with Browning pistols.
Yeah.
And the rest of the time could do what you like. And of course, you got a lot of free flights out the pilots.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. There's all sorts of goodies like that going on. And it had quite a substantial armory, almost none of which actually needed to use. You could go and play with them all the time. So it's quite a popular little posting.
I remember going to RF Sealand when it was still running as an RF base. And you'd see like a couple of RF regiment guys cutting round. It's like, who are they? Oh, the RF regiment. What do they do? Not a lot. It's an airfield surrounded by a city. What do you think they're going to do?
As little as humanly possible is what they're going to do.
Yeah. On one side of the airfield, you had the busiest dual carriageway in the whole of North Wales. On the other side, you had a city, and then the third side, you had an industrial estate. So there wasn't really anything for them to do.
No.
They had RF police on there and MPGS and things. Junie says, lol, Matthew. Jim, I knew my cat's name and he ignored me anyway.
Yeah, I do that.
Matthew, she doesn't ignore the food sachets, Julian. She even knows where the pantry is. Cats. You own dogs. The cat owns you. That's why they bring you food, isn't it? Because they think that you can't look after yourself because it doesn't see you eat. It thinks you're too idiotic to look after yourself.
Fair play.
They are pretty astute, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. Julian says, when Dad did his national service, an officer wanted Dad to be his Batman. Dad declined, didn't want to spend his national service as a servant. Got sentry duty the whole bloody time. Officer's revenge, I think. Sentry duty is not bad, it's just boring. I mean, I suppose it depends on your OC as well, though, to be fair, because we had times where the rota was actually pretty good. He did like 4 hours on, then he had 8 hours off. But other times when we had a really crap OC, he decided to volunteer us to cover the infantry lads so that they could have a break from their guarding of their compound. So when we were guarding our compound, we were guarding theirs. So it meant we were doing 4 hours on, 4 hours off for like a week straight.
Well, that's
Yeah. Because we didn't have enough guys to actually do like 24-hour stints where we're doing 4 hours off and 4 hours off. We only had enough people to do one set of 4 hour on, 4 hour off. So we just did it for 7 days solid. By the end of the 7 days, we didn't know what day it was.
Well, yeah. What a surprise.
Yeah. And then our staff sergeant, well, we were told, have the day off, catch up on sleep and everything. Just relax, don't go to work. So I had to lie in, and next minute I woke up and my staff sergeant's having a go at me, asking me why I'm late for work. Like, because I've just done 7 days of 4 on, 4 off. Anyway, I don't care, get to work. Oh, cheers, staff.
Yeah. The caring professionals.
Yeah. He was an asshole, he was. The only time he was decent to me is when he was given a load of computer parts and he realised that I could build him a computer for his office. Dude. The rest of the time he was a complete ass. Dieter says,
Hi, Dieter.
greetings, my fellow drone rangers. Hello, Dieter, and hello, Nia, who I'm sure is listening. As they are in France. Skiffin says, how is everyone's progress on their builds? Hello, Skiffers. We're doing well, buddy.
What, ho dear boy? Hip, hip.
Yeah. I'm doing figures, me.
Yeah. I'm doing random shit.
Oh, yes. I'm doing very random stuff. I'm doing an instrument panel.
A what?
And then an instrument panel.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm looking at a decal, which it's decal number 29, right? Okay, so that's fine. Early version of this goes up to 22. Late version goes up to 28. Excellent. Must be somewhere else. Then it starts 34, 33. So hang on, where's the 29? And then somewhere else there's a 32. And a couple of pages later, a 30 and a 31. So we're really homing in on that 29. And it's nowhere to be seen.
Gary, are you happy whinging today?
I'm very happy. It's just not whinging. I'm just bemused, and I know it means that I've missed out a decal of this lovely kit, and I don't know where it should be going. So that's kind of sad. Not anger, or it's just sadness.
Oh,
I want to do this well.
do you want a hug?
No, I'm fine, thank you. That's very kind of you. And in normal circumstances, that would be very useful, but I still don't think that will help me locate a number 29. I think it's one of those Airfix things where they just bang it on to really piss you off. And then say, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to print that. Yeah, thanks, guys. Or the one that they leave off deliberately to confuse you. Where's that one? Oh, we left it off. I forgot to tell you from one. Yeah, that I've given up on that one. Yeah.
You're such a happy chappy today.
I am actually. I'm so happy. I'm manic, slightly manic, but I'm happy in my mania.
Oh, good.
How am I going to do? I'm going to do that.
As long as you're enjoying it, that's what matters.
I'm happy. It's not a bloody bad result, I have to say. It's pretty nice. Needs a bit of micro soul to settle down into the recesses, but it's actually, I think it'll look pretty cool when it's done.
Julian, during COVID lockdown, dog, yay, you're home. We can play and jump and run. Cat, what the F are you still doing here?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be somewhere?
Deets, that's enjoyed my COVID time. We're not happy when it got toned down. Yeah, I didn't even notice it, to be honest. The only thing that annoyed me about it was the fact that every 2 weeks I had to take Kay to be tested so she could have her treatments at the hospital because they wouldn't do it without it. Dieter says, cats, bats, not so much. Skiffin says, 29, Gary. Is that not on that scheme, buddy? Well, 29 is not on that scheme. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Thank you for that, Skiffs.
Paul, when I was recruited at Croydon TA Centre, I was sent to Pirbright for med selection. Then Croydon guys didn't send my paperwork to ITC Catterick in time, so I had to take my papers for them. Bless. Trevor says, Gary, just take another pill.
Don't need to take a pill. Look, it's lovely. It's a lovely thing.
Yeah,
cool.
It is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paul says, my captain said, bloody part-timers. Matthew, Booper nurse, Gary needs his tranquilizer.
No, don't do it to me. Not again. Not again. Don't do it to me.
You'll never stab my butt again. Skiffin says, right, off to take the missus to work and then back to bed. See you all soon. See you later, buddy.
Cheers, Skiffs. Take care, mate.
Right, we want some gloss now.
Let's gloss over this.
Aha.
Right.
Sounds like this whole episode.
Now then, J46 and 47. Oh.
Right, all the metal parts can have some gloss on them. This is obviously going to be a brand new AK. Just straight out of the factory.
Straight out of Compton, or whatever the equivalent is.
Never even been fired in anger. Hasn't been fired since it's been proof, sir. There you go. Right. Chat's quite quiet today. Well, it is now anyway. 23 people watching.
I see.
Julian says, Matthew, Gary isn't a booper nurse, or did I misunderstand? I think you may have misunderstood, buddy.
Yeah. Right, let's take that one now. It's 32. That's interesting. And I have some of that.
We don't seem to be entertaining him today.
Are you not entertained?
Sorry, it's Bron's dad's 80th birthday tomorrow.
Excellent.
So we're heading down to Sydney for that. And the better-looking Mullies and his partner and my other brother, Hoss, are all flying up for the party. So it'll be nice having a couple of beers with the Braja.
Hmm.
Yeah, excellent.
And he can rip you for your hampers, even though he admits he likes it.
He can try.
How's Tim doing, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. Haven't seen him or heard from him. He's down in Canberra at the moment.
Yeah.
He'll be there tomorrow as well.
Wow,
But,
excellent.
Erin flew back from Townsville a couple of hours ago, so she's going to the party as well, and then getting on a plane going back.
Sounds expensive.
Oh, yeah. Things you do for family.
Nah. Sod that. I ain't that close to him. This is starting to look a little bit like an AK. Right. Let's put some satin varnish on that side, just to bring it down a bit. Maybe on some of them parts as well. Yeah. Take some shine off. Matthew says Timmy was probably press ganged back into the Navy. Probably. Tim would probably just stand there and go, "No, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? That's definitely what would happen if they called you back up, isn't it, Gary? What the hell is wrong with you? Get that beard shaved off.
Yeah. You think you are Santa Claus? Get a bloody shave.
Take
Ain't bringing me
that-
no presents.
Take those bloody lights out your rifle. It's for shooting, not for dancing.
Call that a rifle? Call it a rifle to my face one more time.
Oh, that's all right.
That
The face
is a pop. That's a pop gun, and you know it.
It's designed to maim, not kill. Joe says, this is starting to look a bit like an AK. The B-side is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Very good. I think it needs some dry brushing with some metal on top because the top cover is usually a bit rubbed down. Joe says this. Oh, I just read that one. I've read that one. Thank you. I haven't read this one though. Great minds think alike, Julian. I was humming that as you sent out a message. And now that I've insulted the Jockinese, all right, let's go for steel. That'll do. June says, Tiff, that just proves we both need help. Very true. Ooh. Right.
So I hope you noticed the exceptional calm I've displayed when one of the two very, very, very small parts of this assembly, having been painted, has disappeared completely.
You
But I
should be
thought,
very
no,
proud of yourself.
just calmness. Everything's fine. Just make another one. Not a problem.
Obviously, this show's having a good effect on you because that wouldn't have happened at the beginning.
Probably not.
You were quite.
Air fixes. There's some stupid small part. But no, just make another one. We'll find enough bits to make another one.
You're a lot more zen now.
And does it matter anyway? Of course it doesn't. Just a model kit.
Yeah. It's not like you're making any money out of doing it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's not like it's a livelihood or something I have to get things right for.
Yeah.
Of course not. No. That would be silly.
Who would do a thing like that?
Oh, well, frankly, not me. I can tell you that. Not at the moment.
There you go. There you go. It kind of looks like an AK. That'll do. As close as I'm going to get it.
Near enough for government work. Yeah,
it is at 135 scale. Matthew says Gary needs to build a mini armored car.
No, he doesn't. Oh,
Oh, there's one at the door now.
yeah, it's been delivered.
Jim, say to yourself, Gary, serenity now. Serenity now.
No, I thought it was some person putting leaflets through the door.
What you should say is, I'm at one with the Beardyverse.
I'm just chill, dude. I'm fine. See, model making, any of you have any misunderstandings or lack of understandings yet about how good model making is for people who are suffering with various things? It can cure me in moments. Imagine it takes longer, and it's not a cure, but it helps an awful lot of people who are in an awful lot worse situation than me. So that's why we all love Models for Heroes and everything that they do.
Absolutely.
So that's
Well
a
said.
great example of how calming model making can be. And in this length of time, just add a few zeros onto the time and the severity of the issue, and you kind of get what Model M4H is all about. And it works. It 100% works.
Yeah. Totally agree, buddy. You know, it was only a few years ago I got rid of my Bergen.
Well, I handed all my stuff in because, frankly, I didn't want to clay pipe anything white again. It was that long ago. The old brown Bess was getting a bit rusty as well. Couldn't really keep that.
So a Bergen is like what you call in a backpack or some such, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard that term before.
I don't know if it was like a trade name or a design name or something like that originally. It is vaguely sort of Nordic, isn't it? It probably derives from the Marines in Norway or something like that originally. But it's a general issue, piece of big kit, really.
Yeah.
Like your big pack and all the rest of it.
125 litres of kit.
Of loveliness.
The amount of stuff the Sash used to carry in them is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Chicken strangling equipment.
You could carry that much stuff in them that if it was full, then you'd have to sit on the floor and have someone help you stand up because you
to put it on. Yeah.
Well, you have to sit down to put it on and then get someone to pull you up off the floor because it wasn't physically possible to pick it up and put it over your back.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I've had people pick me up off the floor many times, but not for that reason. But that was another story. That was the 80s. That's what used to happen.
Back in the day,
there was that time in Alexandria. Anyway, I began to sound like Rhodey Birkin off the Fast Show. Then Alexandria, well. Quite an extraordinarily long neck.
Pebble monkey.
I'm afraid I was very, very drunk at the time.
June says
favourite character.
Yeah, the definition of model making hell is a 1/24 Mini Art XB70 Valkyrie.
Oh.
No, I'd like that. That would be nice. That would be so cool.
No, the definition of modelling hell would be a mini art part count with a Mr. Hobbies kit. Joe says, yes, it's really helped me get through rough times. I'm bloody broke now.
Yeah. Can't spend it on anything bad.
Julian says, not Serenity Valley from Firefly, Jim. Joe, Gary, the Mardi Gras pasta is Lent meal, so I'm good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell anyway, but who cares? I'll see most of you all there.
Yeah. And we party. Yeah, so I can't remember who it was. Someone wrote a song. And basically, the strap line was, "I don't want to go to heaven because I won't know anyone there." I thought that was rather fun.
Steve says, 2 days ago, I stood in front of a tiger tank at the Overloon Museum in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Steve says, I'm still overwhelmed by the sheer presence of that machine. I now understand the fear Allied troops must have felt when facing it.
Mm. The only thing that makes the ground shake when it moves along is going to make you think twice about your life choices at that point, isn't it, really?
Yeah. There you go.
You are going to think, I should have joined the Air Force after all.
The British Army calls their large rucksacks Bergens due to the adoption of specialised frame-supported packs designed by Norwegian manufacturer Olaf Bergen during World War II.
There we go.
Oh, there you
There
go.
we go.
We just called ours E2, which is like extended kitting, second complement. But, you know, it didn't matter. I don't know if I mentioned the story about all our nuclear, biological, chemical sort of stuff that when we started going to the Middle East, we had to take that with us.
All right.
And then after a couple of tours, because everyone, you know, you get a standard sort of like chest, like, you know, the things that you go put at the end of a bed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had one of them. So the E2 kitting and the NBCD gear would take up half of that. And people taking back then, this is like, you know, Xboxes and PlayStation 2s and stuff, like it was like early 2000s. And after about 3 or 4 tours, you know, we realised that there was really no threat there. So our bosses sort of said, "Yeah, don't bother taking E2 kitting anymore. Like, you know, somebody take the webbing." And it's usually the senior NCO. So, like, you know, I'd sort of take that. And if people are flying over the wire, they'd just borrow mine. And that worked up to a point. But the thing is, after a few months, when like we were there, we had a legitimate threat. It looked like a country called Iran were going to threaten the American base in Qatar and sort of lob some missiles our way. So they got all these, you know, rapiers and everything sort of set up all these, Patriot missile batteries and all that sort of stuff put in. And they'd have these drills. So we'd all have to go into the weapon pit when the siren sounded and stuff like that. But all the Americans, of course, and the British were all had the NBCD gear on. We didn't have any. But what we were issued with are little laminated cards that said this member is nominally issued with, you know, the S4 sort of like mask and, you know, all that sort of stuff, all the, what do they call it? The Fuller's Earth and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So these Americans, when they're going around sort of checking that everyone was playing correctly, God, they hated us because, you know, because it was a desert and it was hot breathing in that gear. And we were just sort of sitting there, g'day, how you going? And like, you know, when they weren't at work, wearing uniform and everything else, they weren't allowed to wear anything but their PT gear.
All right.
Which is like, you know, shorts and all that sort of stuff. Because this is how American it is. You know, they're wearing gang colors, so they wanted to make sure that people couldn't wear what I'd call, say, a basketball team's T-shirt. Oh, that's the color of a gang. Talk about paranoia. So you know, we would just wear whatever we damn well please, and again, the Americans hated us because we just walking around, how's it going, like in short shorts and all that sort of stuff. Singlet tops, and you know, and they hated us because we were just so casual. And I'm just thinking, just take the bone out of your ass and just relax, dude.
Yeah. This is wartime. There's more things to worry about.
Yeah.
Trust me.
See, the only gang colour we had was green or desert.
It was a bit pathetic, really.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing was
At the
just
end
like,
of the day, you're all part of the same gang. when you're out there.
Yeah. Imagine going around. Oh, there's gang. Are those gang colours? Yeah, mate. Essendon. Already make something of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dons.
Come over here and say that, Yank. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Closest thing we got to gang colours was the bloody stable belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the Royal Engineer Massive in it. Yeah, it doesn't quite work, does it? You know what I mean?
Bloody Royal Engineers. When we were out there, they built their own hot tub in their accommodation area.
Engineers, I guess that's kind of goes with the name.
Yeah. So we'd go and pick up vehicles and stuff, or go and work on vehicles on their compound, and they'd be just sat there in the hot tub in the middle of like this open area, the vehicle park. It's like, really? Matthew says, yeah, Satan has his own model making club. No numbers on the kits. Kit parts.
Ah.
Yeah. June says
The
the
sword
Bergen,
then.
yeah, was designed by Olaf Bergen. Yeah.
Olaf.
Oh, I think that's that.
Olaf did a very good job.
That what's it called? It was like the snowman in.
Oh yeah,
Frozen.
yeah. Dude, let it go.
They're 100 with the side pouches on, or rocket pouches, as we called them. They're 125 liters,
Oh, okay.
so you could fit quite a bit of kit in them.
That's a lot of wine. Tell you
Yeah.
what.
Well, what we used to as well is we had the issue towels, but we cut them in half as well. So you're only taking half the towel. So you're saving weight and things. Jen says, "Oh wow, yeah, that would be modeling hell, Mikey. Yeah." Julian says, "No box art either, Matthew." No. And he also says the Norwegian army adopted the Bergen in 1913, just before World War One. Yeah, there we go. Matthew says DPM gang homies.
Yeah.
DPM wasn't even a twinkle in its dad's eye when Gary was in.
No, just as they said on 9 o'clock news, they issued a calendar one year with important things on each day, and one of them said something like the anniversary of the Second Battle of Kabul in 1875 or whatever. And it says, famously known for the last time the British stood in long, thin red lines shouting, "Come on, Johnny Afghan, let's see what you're made of." That kind of fits about right. Our attitude of the day.
Yes.
We don't do that anymore. So yes, we had stopped wearing red in order to wear, of course, RAF blue grey.
Yes, which makes much more sense in the desert.
As Lord Trenchard said to me. He didn't really. Henry, I said, what are you doing?
He
I
said,
said
Gary,
love, I said pet, I said love.
what are you doing jumping out of that bloody Sopwith?
Yeah. Don't you know we haven't actually issued parachutes? I'm sorry, sir.
Only the people in the balloon corps have them.
Yes.
And then it's only for emergencies.
Yeah, absolutely. In Sopwith, it's a lack of moral fibre to have a parachute.
Yes. There we go. I think that's going to look pretty cool. Like that.
Glad you like it. Thank you. Oh, I see. Sorry. Thought you were commenting on my ability to make a shut-off lever. There we go. All done.
Trying to.
I should paint it red.
The only bit I've glued in at the minute is the Dushka, so I'm trying not to move it too much.
Dushka.
So, got a little bit of scrimnet there. So, let's have a look. Square off. There you go. So we got the guy with the Dushka. We've got his Bergen. Law,
Ah,
AK. Ammo
very
box.
good. My God, it's almost like you've done this before, Mikey. It's
I know,
really
right?
good, man.
And
That's
I've even
really
got
cool.
some
Seriously,
tam-
that's cool.
I've got some
That is
tam net in
actually
there.
seriously good, mate. I
Thank
like
you.
it a lot.
Not sure whether to have the Bergen on the side or have it down on the floor though.
Oh, it's
That's
either got to be in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you. So, as there aren't any overhead lockers, under the seat it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll also find your life jackets.
Yeah, I might have to squeeze it in underneath between the wheel arch and the front and the cab.
Someone saw the other day they were talking about flying. And they said about the safety thing ahead of time. They said about you put on your life jacket and there's a light on here or a whistle to attract attention. He said surely the flaming wreckage of our aircraft ought to be a bit of a bell ringer to people rather than a tiny little light and a whistle. Yeah, fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Well made.
Depends how quickly they get there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wreckage stinks.
Sure, the battery doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
Sure, the battery don't last forever. Hey ho.
Well, still a work in progress, but they've got a bit more colour on them now. They're looking
Excellent.
bit better. And of course, our mate there standing with. Oh, there we go.
Matey with the good.
Yeah. So he'll stand there like. Oh, however he goes. Like he's obviously a bit drunk at the moment. Go home, Ukrainian. You're drunk. There we go.
Come back tomorrow.
Looks all right.
How goes the war? Fine.
To the mud.
Gary bracing the butt plate of his blunderbuss.
Yes, area denial weapon, as we now call it, but blunderbuss will do.
When Gary's in, Barda had 2 legs.
Yeah. Well, the old one's obviously, he's been in the Air Force since Pontius was a pilot.
Yeah. I think he would have put his AK, just plonked his AK down whilst he's using the Dushka, so put some glue on that.
So yeah, there's looks like a Steyr. So we had F-88 Steyrs would look very much like that, except we didn't have the silencer on the barrel. But yeah, I'm gonna include suppressor.
I used to get told off if I called them silencers. He said no, they're suppressors.
Yes, there's no such thing as a silencer.
Okay, boss.
Yeah.
Call that a silencer again, and you know where it'll be going. Yes, sorry, Sergeant.
Just like on F-35s, if you call it an APU, auxiliary power unit, that's a beer fine. It's a PPU because they just rename everything because Lockheed.
Yeah, because acronyms.
Well, what they did with the F-35 is like everything that has a name, like Pitot probe or whatever. They didn't want one service to win, like whether it be Air Force or Marines or US Navy or whatever, or indeed RAF or Israel or whatever. So they literally renamed everything so nobody wins. So as a result of that, no one knows what anything is called. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I'm just going to leave the Bergen on the seat and maybe put a strap around it or something. Just because it looks shit if it's on the floor.
Yeah. So instead of pitot probes, they're now called MFPs, multifunction probes, because they do pitot and static and other things.
Oh, okay.
Which I can't talk about.
But do they then sort of nest in? So you have like one set of acronyms, and then that gets nested into another acronym. So like for the pitot probes, they're now called whatever, but there's a cover for it. So it'll be the cover units. So it'd be that they didn't see you, and the
Yeah.
first thing is actually like unnests. There's another level of acronym, and then
Yeah.
another beneath that, and another beneath that. NASA are like that as well. There's handbooks full of acronym definitions,
Yeah.
and even the handbook has got an acronym. It's like, for fuck's sake, God, really, guys, it's called a book.
Jim
Yeah.
says,
So when
go on.
Sorry.
yeah, so when we did the course for the J model Herc, yeah, we asked for a list of acronyms, and so they gave us an LOA, which a list of acronyms, and it was 35 pages long. And you know, it's mad. Things like ABSLATs, aircraft buddy start lightweight air transfer system, and just like wow, just call it a hose pipe.
yeah.
Jim says the Tiger looks like an armored pillbox on tracks. Yeah. Julian says the first parachute jump was April 2nd, 1930. So it true. That's not correct, unfortunately, Julian, because they used parachute jump. They did parachute jumps in World War One because they used to equip the guys in the observation balloons with parachutes, so that if it got shot down, they could jump out and parachute down to the ground. There you go. Matthew says, Jim, and it only has one weak spot. It's ass, according to Oddball. Yeah. Jim, think of all those Soviets sliding off the wings from Comrade Uncle Joe.
Oh, yeah. Off the CB3s and stuff. Yeah.
Well, the SAS did it in Afghanistan, didn't they? They rode into battle on the winglets of an Apache.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is just insane.
Yes.
Matthew says, yeah, when Gary joined, the Dead Sea had just reported sick. I thank you.
Yeah.
Joe, need to add to-do list. Giving our German Shepherd a bath. He smells like a Bigfoot would smell. He chases Canadian geese off our backyard into the lake. Damn Canadians. It's an invasion. Build a wall. Jim says, Matthew, I'm sure I was relating my thoughts of the shape of the Tiger when I finished the model. It has such a brute force look to it. Yeah. I've still got a Tiger kit to build.
Like a tiger.
Matthew says, if you get a chance, look at the original plans for the Tiger 2. It was a Tiger 1 with sloped armor and King Tiger turret. I'm planning to do the RC one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a model of King Tiger. I've got the Rubicon models version in 156. So that should be fun. Ooh, it's gone dark. There we go. Hello.
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 Yes. Has anyone got any questions for us whilst we're here? Since we have 5 minutes.
What were you thinking?
Just why you need
Yeah.
to give a bit more detail than that, rather than just guys, why?
Take a good long hard
Oh,
look at yourself.
Okay, let's refine that. Does anyone have any scale modeling related questions?
Oh dear God. Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Are you pleased with yourselves? Do you think this is funny? Did you bring enough for everyone?
Julian says, well, okay, Mikey, the first parachute jump by soldiers, e.g. birth of the airborne forces from a moving aircraft, was 2nd of April in Moscow. There we go.
Oh.
We must have had fun jumping into a city.
That's Red Square, wasn't it? Probably.
Yeah.
Big enough. Big enough.
I bet it was red after that. Yeah, splat. Splat. So yeah, does anyone have any scale modeling related questions that they would like us to answer? Whilst we've got a few minutes left. John's stretching his loins by the look of it. Or is your back playing up?
Yeah.
No
That's all right.
lunges for you.
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Hmm.
Right.
So it doesn't
Anyway.
look like they've got any questions because they're all being very quiet.
Fine.
Fine.
Don't bother then.
Steve says, really nice, Mikey. Thank you. Well, Mickey, but yeah, thank you.
That'll do.
24 people still watching, and we have 20 likes, which is cool. Thank you very much. So, you got a long weekend off, John?
Long
Oh, except-
weekend off.
Yeah, from doing live streams. Except
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. We'll see. Like, I may go live on Monday. I don't know. I have no agenda because I'll be in between kits by then. Like the Hamden is pretty much done.
Yeah.
So, Gary, you didn't say at the beginning. This is just about done.
Matthew says, marching his sweaty moves.
Props on.
What
got
a
the bombs
beautiful
on.
thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. They do look good in that mustard yellow.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it? Looks.
That does, yeah.
It looks busy. So all that remains is it's very clean. But then again, I am modelling this one as it's a first production Hamden, which is why it's got Hamden written on the nose there. So this was for the christening ceremony. So it was literally brand new then. So it's like I don't have any scrapes or whatever because I'm modelling it as the christening ceremony, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just about done. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Matt says, I'm building 148 Hellcat for 1448. The paint
Nice.
recommended is quite dark blue, yet all pictures I see are faded blue. What colour do you recommend?
Hellcat.
Depends who's flying it.
Yeah.
Fleet Air Arm, it would be dark Pacific dark blue. The whatever the Americans called it. USN Sea Blue, US Navy Sea Blue, probably, or glossy sea blue, something like that. It's a very dark one, anyway.
I did buy some 3 paints for that. I can't remember what shades they are, but you wouldn't have them available there. They're the Australian ones. Midnight blue. Oh, I can't remember now.
It depends if you're trying to. I suppose if you're trying to recreate a photo as well. If you're trying to recreate a picture, then go off the picture, whether it's lighter or darker.
Yeah, because a lot of the American Pacific Fleet were quite pale, relatively pale blue.
Yeah.
But certainly the Fleet Air Arm in the Far East towards the end of the war, when they had 800 Squadron, when they had the Hellcat 2, flying out of Ceylon, they were in very dark blue, glossy sea blue, I think it was called.
I've got those 3 shades, I think, but I haven't done it yet. Anyway.
Joe says, Fitness Watch says, I had 8 hours, 10 minutes sleep. I don't believe it. What time, John, if you do have a stream on Monday?
It'll be the same time. Why not? Just for consistency. But it'll just be me probably just chatting and modelling or whatever. Because I'm not even sure what I'm going to build next. But I'm leaning towards a Bristol fighter because
Brisfit.
Because I have one.
That's a good reason, John, my friend. That's a damned good reason.
Thinking about that
reason. That's lovely, isn't it?
We'll see.
Excellent.
I haven't really decided. I really should do the Saab Vigan because, the Billiken Marley bought it for me. I need to build that. Fly the flag.
Joe says Pacific Dark Blue. And Matt says, thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
We got there in the end. So it's now 2 hours. So we've done well. Still got 22 people watching, which is a miracle, considering how quiet we've been today.
Yeah. But doubtless cause and effect.
Yeah. We won't be back on Monday. Keep an eye on John's channel, Scale Modeling Twins. Him over there.
Yeah,
You may do a live stream Monday.
we'll see.
What I would suggest, John, is if you set it up over the weekend, like today or tomorrow, that way then people have a chance to see that there's going to be a live stream rather than doing it setting it up last minute.
Yep.
Um,
Consider.
Yeah. So enjoy John's live stream. If I'm back in time, I'll watch the end of it. Other than that, me and John will be back on Tuesday with the Austin armored car from Mini Art. Until then,
Sorry,
it's
big yawn.
until then, it's Hulvar for now.
Hooroo.
Bye.
No, you don't talk in this bit.